Okay, so we're back. So I got the logo. I was able to get it from Google, then took it to Photoshop, then took out the background, and now we're here. All right, so moving on. The next thing we want to do, want to create this model Y, and also there's two buttons here. Okay, so let's do that. So inside the padding section large, we're going to bring in a div block inside of it, and we're going to call that div block hero 1 component, because this is hero 1. So we're going to have the hero 1 component. I already created that class before, so we're just going to get it from here. Hero 1 component. Now this hero 1 component is set to flexbox, display, flexbox, direction, vertical, justify start to end. Now the minimum height is set to 500 px, which is in rem, that would be divided by 16 rem. That would be like 31, let's just say 31 rem altogether. So we have this hero 1 component that is like this. Inside of it, we're going to bring in a div block. So this div block is going to house this heading. So we're going to call this hero 1 text or hero 1 heading wrapper. So this is a div block. Inside of this component, we're going to have hero 1 heading wrapper. I already have that class because I've done this before. Okay, now inside of this, we're going to now bring in the heading. So we have the heading we're going to call this heading model Y. Okay, model Y. That's way to go. Now, mind you, let's go to all H1 heading and make this medium. Good. So it's a little bit more lighter. So we have our model Y here. So we are done with the parts. So the next part is to go back to the hero 1 component, bring in another div block. So this div block is going to house the buttons. All right, this button here, custom order and learn more. So we're going to call that button wrapper. So we're just going to call this div block button wrapper. So this button wrapper is set to flexbox, display, direction, horizontal, align, this, that, gap 1.5. Okay, so we're going to bring in the first button inside. So there's basically 2 buttons. All right, so the first button, just going to copy it and paste. So we have the 2 button here. So this first button, we're going to give it our class of button, which we already styled in the client first style guide. So this is it. So the second one here, we're going to call it button as well. But since it's a secondary button, we're going to say is secondary. So this is adding a combo class, giving it the white. So this first button, we're going to say custom order. Second one is learn more. So we're going to say, custom order. And the other one, we're going to say learn more. All right, good. So we have a pretty good job here. So we created a component for hero 1 component, which the minimum height is like 31 rem, and inside of it we have the hero 1 heading wrapper. We also have the button wrapper. So this hero 1 component is set to flexbox, direction, vertical, and justify from start to end. So yep, that's where we are at. Okay, let's have a preview. So this is how it looks like here, but then you don't have to always follow your Webflow preview. To have a better preview, you publish it live, and you will see how it is on your actual live site. So let's preview it from here, and let's see how it looks like. Alrighty, so this is what we have, looking pink, looking good. We have all of this looking really good. So this is the actual website, and this is my own. So look at how it's looking great. I noticed something, the button here is kind of small, the up and right padding. So I'm just going to correct that from mine. So for my own, I'm going to go back to the button here, and I'll probably set the top and bottom to like 0.7 to the top and 0.7 bottom. All right, that's great. And left and right, we're going to say maybe 6 rem, not bad. All right, so we want to add this text down here that says Euro NCAP 5-star rating. So how do we do that? Now we're going to add another div block, but this time around outside the hero 1 component. So inside the padding section large, we're going to bring in a div block. So this is the div block here, and we're going to call this small text wrapper. Small text wrapper. I already created that before. and we just, you know, give it a 2rem to the top, which I don't think that is a good idea. Or what we can do is to maybe, not bad. So we're going to bring in another, sorry, not a div block, a text block. We're going to paste it inside here like this. And mind you, this text block, we're going to say, it's a small text, so we have a class for it, text size small. So this, so text size small, it's maybe 0. Let's make it even smaller, 0. Maybe 0.75, 0.75 rem. That's, and the height is set to medium. Okay, this is good. So when we publish to live, we're going to see how it looks like on our live preview site. So let's reload, and boom, this is what we have. But one little thing, this is a little bit lighter and kind of like close to the button, but mine is farther away. Not bad. So what do? I'll just have to come here to my text size medium and maybe make it muted. There's a class for that, text style muted, making it a little bit grayish. Okay, so that is that. So if I should publish to live, we're going to see how it looks like here. Okay. All right, not bad at all, not bad at all. So what I want to do, so this is it, this is mine, and this is theirs. This is mine. I feel for mine, my button is a little bit long. Okay, so what do? I need to like go back here and maybe make this maybe 5.8 ish. Yep, 5.8 ish. And also I'm gonna make it, okay, yeah, medium is not bad. Maybe make it 0.8. 0.8. All right, this is good. This is really good. This is exactly how we want it. So what else is left for us to do is to add the interaction. So when you slide, so I'm just going to duplicate this hero section, this first section, for other sections, because it's practically the same thing, right? It's just to add the interaction and make it a duplicate for everybody. So let's try to do that. We're almost done. So for this, I'm going to like duplicate this section, hero section, just Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Oops. Okay, so I'm just going to duplicate 1, 2, 3 up to like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. So like this, you know, maybe up to 5. Let's see how many sections there are. This first one, 1, 2. Oops. This is the first one, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So up to 5 sections. So I'm going to make mine to up to 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Oops. And 5. Okay, that's great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try to get this animation here, or interaction. So when you hover, so when you try to scroll, this goes off, and this also goes off, giving room for these other ones to come up. So how do we achieve that? All right, let's jump right into it. So we're going to animate. I'll really need to think this through, so I'll be right back. All right, so for the animation part, before we dive into that, let's try to tweak some things. So this section, hero 1, we need to come here and change the tag from div to section. Very important for the sake of SEO. All right, so for these two, we need to do the same thing, make it to section, and here change it to section. Is very important. Please, very important. Section, and these two as well, section. All right, so we have the whole 5 section ready. Now, if you check out what is happening here, you will notice that as you start to scroll, you know, this is set to fixed or sticky. This is also just there. When you start to scroll, notice how they both go off. All right, so let's try to set this guy to sticky at first. Let's do that. Okay, I think I already did that, but then let me just go back. Let me go back, and let me go back. Let's go back. Let's do that again from scratch. All right, so what I did, notice how mine is just scrolling from top to bottom. Doesn't make sense. So let us set this one here to sticky. So this hero component is the parent of our hero 1 heading wrapper, right? So we're going to set this hero component here to maybe relative. Now we're going to come here and say our hero 1 heading wrapper, we're going to set you to fixed. Let's try fixed. Nope, not fixed, but sticky. So it sticks, right? So it sticks to where? Before you set something to sticky, you need to give it you know, add a top pixel so that it knows where it sticks to. You can say 40 pixel from the top. See how it sticks after it gets to 40, but nope, that's not what we want. 60 is like this, but nope. Let's try 60 and see. So 60, when you start to scroll, it goes up a bit. When it hits 60, then it pauses, but that's not what we want. So what we are looking for is maybe exactly 100. So yeah, so notice how it all sticks true. All right, same goes for this and that, because they all share the same class. All right, so what we need to do now is to now try to get the interaction part. Now for the interaction, what we're going to do, we're going to try to target the hero section 1. That is what we're going to try to target. All right, so let's do that. So we're going to go here, and for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to use while scrolling in view. That's what I'm going to use, while scrolling in view. There might be other methods, but I think this is what I'll go with. So when you click on it, while scrolling in view, it says action, go to action, play scroll animation from 0 to 100. What's going to happen? Let's delete this. This was what I did before. The smoothing, maybe make the smoothing maybe 80% smoothing while scrolling, and we're going to add a plus, and we're going to call this text, disappearing text, I guess. So whatever you want to call it, disappearing text. All right. So we're going to add a plus sign here, and we're going to say okay, no, not a plus sign. We're going to click I'm just okay. All right, so we're going to click on this plus sign, okay, and we would go to opacity. All right, opacity of what exactly? Opacity of, so we're going to change the target, change target, and we would have to go down to, so we're going to target hero component. So the components we're going to target, all right, because we want the component, the entire component opacity to go down to 0. So the 102, we're going to go here and change the target to component. Oops, change it to component. All right, so now for let's turn on live preview. Now what is happening now is the entire interaction should start at 50%, because the screen is showing us this entire screen is at 50%. So what we want to do is to drag this here to start at 50%. All right, so at 50%, what should happen? The opacity should maybe be 100. Then at maybe 60% or 70%, it should go away. So let's turn on live preview and see. So you see when you scroll, notice how, let's just check. So look at how it is. When you scroll, it goes away like that. When you scroll, it goes away like that. Okay, we are getting there. So let me check it on the actual live site, live link, and see what we have. All right, so this is what we have. So when you scroll, oops, mine is not okay. Sorry, you have to refresh. So when you scroll, it goes away. Look how it's going off. Trying to create paths for this other one. All right. Okay. Let me check that of Tesla and see how they achieve that. So when you scroll, it goes off immediately. You start scrolling. Everything goes off. But mine, I scroll. Okay, so I just need to tweak some few things. So here, I'll make it maybe at 45%, and here should be at 65%. And let's see how that goes. Oops. Nope. So here should be maybe at 55% and at 65%. All right, so this is good. This is not bad. So let's check it here and see what it is here on my actual live link. So I reload, I refresh. Okay, this is not bad. It's not entirely bad. It's not entirely bad. All right, then. So let us try to change the images for our second section and third section too as well. So let's do that. So the second image is the one with the red car, model 3. So let's go and do that. So the second one here we have, okay, let's just leave this interaction for a bit. We're almost there. So scroll here, we have model 3, and we do not have this small text thing. So take it out. And for the third one, we have model X. Oops, model X. So let's change the image for model 3. So go to model 3. Now this is where we now have to like rename our section. Rename it to like section hero 2. All right, section hero 2. Or should I use a combo class for it? Would that be better? Oh well, section hero 2. Or we can say section, let's use a combo class. All right, let's say model 3, model 3. I don't know which would be better, but let's just see. Model 3, let's get the image. So we have model 3, the red car. Which of the red car? Is it this one? This one or the other one? Oh, I guess it's the other one. I'm guessing it's this one. All right, so it's this one. So the third one now is model S, which is, let's go change to model S. Is it model S? Okay, whatever. Model S. They wrote model S, so let's do that. I'm getting all confused. What are they doing? They have model Y, model 3, model S, and model X. Okay, so it starts from Y and 3 and S. Okay, so mine starts from Y and 3 and S. Okay, great. So for this one, we're going to call it model S. Okay, model S, we have it here. I'm going to change the image to that of model S, which is this car here. All right, so the last one now is model X. Model X, and we're going to change the what is it called? The image, no, add a combo class for model X. All right, and we're going to change the image to that of model X, which is if I'm not mistaken, this one, I guess. All right, okay, I'm correct. Then the last one is the solar and power wall. All right, so we're gonna just change this to model X. All right, great. So take this out, take all of this small text out, delete. We don't need it here. We don't need you. All right, so the last image is the what did it say? It says here power and solar and power wall. So that's the last. Paste it here, solar and power wall, and just maybe drag this small text up here inside of here. All right. Okay, just undo it. Let's take it together with the okay. All right. So for the image, we have this very fine looking image. Let's do that. So we're just going to come here now and say section, maybe power solar, a combo for solar. And we're going to change the image and use this. Boom. Looking good. Looking really good. We have everything in place. The interaction, good. So we're just going to replicate the interaction across all of these other pages. Okay, so now we have this looking good. So we're just going to add the interaction here. So we're going to go like this and say while scrolling in view, what's going to happen? Play scroll animation, disappearing text, again, smoothing 80%, move to the next one again and do while scrolling in view, add play scroll animation, disappearing text, and 80%, again, go for the last one again, while scrolling in view, add this play scroll animation, disappearing text. You know, we already created the animation, so we're just repeating it across different sections. And the last one here, while scrolling in view, play scroll animation, disappearing text, 80%, and boom. I hope it works. So when you scroll, it goes out. Ooh, okay. I guess it's working, but something is not entirely right. It's working. I give it to it. It's working. So let's publish and try to see how it looks like on, you know, the live site. So this is what we have. You know, I may not build it out complete 100% because of time factor. We've exhausted plenty of time, but then this is what it is. This is the Tesla website. So when you scroll, you see it goes off, the next one comes in, and this one goes off, the next one comes in, and this one goes off, the next one comes in, and this one goes off, next one comes in. Now what I'm going to try to do next is to make sure that this is not visible until it comes in here fully. All right, this is not visible until it comes in here fully. So yep, that is that about that. That is that about that. All right, so how to go about that is someone needs to think technically to do that. Maybe we're going to add, okay, give me a second. Okay, sorry, I had to like build it out behind the scenes because of time. So what I did, I just animated or added interactions to the hero component. So that is where I targeted. I added a new interaction again, just because I wanted to, you know, create that feel of, you know, I don't want the whole thing to be there. Like when I scroll, you know, you see how it comes up by itself. Before it was just there, but right now when I scroll, it is, you know, then it goes off again, then the next one comes up again, then it goes away, and like that, and like that. So on our live link, this is what we have. Scroll, goes off, boom, beautifully interacted, beautiful interaction, and boom, this is what we have, this is what we have. So I just had to like do that behind the scene just because of time. But yeah, that is how you can build the Tesla websites using Webflow. I hope this was helpful. If you want to build it out yourself, you can, and share with me. I'm going to post it on Twitter, on my YouTube, across board, so you get to see the beauty and the magic Webflow has. All right then. One more thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know, that's like the usual. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.